Hey Aries, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to your collective Aries reading. We are about to get straight into your message for the most part. We are about to get straight into your message. Your messages, Aries, are dropped on Mondays, and then elemental messages are dropped on Fridays. So if those are things that you're wanting to keep up with, make sure you subscribe to the channel, okay? Make sure you subscribe to the channel. These are collective messages, so they may or may not resonate with you all. However, if you ever feel like you need more clarification, confirmation, guidance, support, or assistance, feel free to click the link in the description area and book your personal one-on-one session or service. And I will gladly assist you, okay? But again, we're about to see what it is that Spirit has for you. What is it you need to be aware of, work on, whatever, right? So let's get into that energy. All thanks and praise to the Most High. Spirit, what is the message that you have for Aries at this time? You know their hearts and you definitely know their situations. Can you please give us the cards that we need in order for us to be able to receive the message at hand with an open mind and an open heart? And we thank you in advance. Thank you. Thank you. I ask that you give me the words to articulate this message as best as possible, as well as clear anything standing in the way of their clarification, confirmation, transformation, and healing at this time. Ashe. Okay. All right. So we're going to keep on getting cards just until, like, they stop giving them to us, I guess. Hopefully we don't be here that long. But the first card is the Ace of Discs in reverse. Okay, now listen. Ace of Discs in reverse. There's a new beginning. Like, you're on the brink of a new beginning showing up in your physical reality. But it's some resistance to you probably accepting that, right? Like, the new beginning is there, but you ain't got to experience it yet. So what is it, right? There's some resistance to this new beginning showing up. And then followed by that Ace of Discs, you got the Two of Swords. In reverse at that. You got the Two of Swords. So it's really giving the energy of, like, there's this, there's a new beginning that's there, but there's some resistance into allowing it to actually come to you because you don't have, like, a peace of mind in a sense, right? Like, you are torn in between the two in some way, shape, or form, and you're allowing it to kind of, like, drain you mentally, and then furthermore, like, physically or emotionally, right? If it drains you mentally, then it can drain you emotionally. And what drains you emotionally then drains you physically. That's a telltale sign right there. It's like, if you're not in alignment with what you desire to have energetically, it ain't coming. Like, it's not showing up. So, and for real, right? The new beginning that you desire to have, when this new beginning actually shows up, it's not going to be one of those things where you got to be confused about it. It's not going to be one of those things where you are allowing it to, like, suck the life out of you, right? If you think about new beginnings, you think high vibrational, you think good feeling, you think good shit, like changes, transformations, and the beauty of what can come from it, right? But while you vibrated in this energy of uncertainty, or again, confusion, right? I don't really want to say uncertainty, but confusion. You vibrating in that energy of confusion, and whatever you thinking about that's kind of like draining you, that's not going to present you with the new beginning. It's going to present you with the new beginning of some old fuckery that you don't really want to experience, because that's the energy that you're vibrating in. So be open-minded, like, open yourself up, and it's almost, how can I say this? You know that the new beginning is coming. You know that the new beginning is what you want to experience. So start vibrating on that frequency, right? Like, I know a new beginning coming, right? And when you say, I know a new beginning coming, it feels different. Allow yourself to feel what you feel when you say, I know a new beginning coming. Like, I know it, right? Like, it's that faith, it's that confidence, it's the courage, it's the, I don't know. But it don't feel like I need, how can I say this? Because I'm trying to find the feeling right now. And then put the words with it that you would be able to use so that you could understand what it is that I'm explaining. You can be desperate for a new beginning, you know, like something like this, like I'm so tired of this, like I'm so tired, like I'm just tired of this. So when you're saying you're tired of something, it's still saying like I want something different, but the feeling of being tired of where you are does not allow you to experience the energy of what's yet to come. I hope that makes sense. That was the best thing they gave me right now, y'all. My bad. Like, you know, Spirit, what else do we need for this reading at this time? Do you have anything else that we can use from this deck? We'll do 2 more and see if anything comes out before we switch to the other deck. So right now we got the Prince of Swords, the 6 of Wands in reverse, and the 3 of Discs in reverse, okay? The Prince of Swords. And the Prince of Swords is pretty much showing up to tell you to control your mind, right? And it fell right up under this 9 of Swords. So whatever thoughts that you are mustering up in your little old brain or your big old brain, whatever, right? Whatever thoughts you're allowing to like come there, and you have the choice on whether you let them stay or whether you let them control you, right? You gotta be mindful, be open-minded, be mindful. I seen something last night that says those who control the media control the mind, right? So whatever media, whether it is like, you know, the TV, like whatever media, social media, whatever media. So you want to make sure, maybe, that you're not consuming too much of that, because it can be putting some unnecessary thoughts across your mind. Too much television, you know, like just maybe even the music that you could be listening to. It's a number of different things, but you want to make sure that you are in control of your mind, and that you don't have that you have not given somebody else the opportunity to control your mind, if that makes sense. You also got the 6 of Wands in reverse, and then the 3 of Discs in reverse. That's something that you really need to work on. What we just stated, the power of the mind, the control of your own mind. Recognize and realize like where you are allowing other things to, you know, control your mind. You may not see it on the surface or think of it like that, but I need you to understand what I'm saying when I'm saying this, because it's not like you like, oh, I'm just a bird brain, I'm gonna just let them just do whatever they want to do to me. No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that like the more you consume certain information, the more it kind of like it's imprinted on your brain, and then the more you will start to operate in a certain way. And sometimes it happens like little by little, right? It gradually happens to the point where you don't even be recognizing certain changes within yourself, or like the things that are going on around you. Spirit, is there anything else that we need out of this day? One more. Thank you. And now we're going to get whatever comes out of here real quick. Spirit, is there anything that we have in this deck for Aries? We'll do 2 more before we go to the next deck. And the next deck is definitely going to be like a closeout. I think that was one. This one probably be 2. All right. So that's that one. Now let me get, this one is the self-love affirmation deck. So we're going to go into this deck, and then that will be closing at that time. We'll be closing out. So just keep in mind, like, where this you want this new beginning to move forward, to come forward. It really, I always tell you, boo, it always starts in your mind. It starts with and in your mind. So you just got things that you got to work on. And it's not a bad thing. It's not saying that you're doing something wrong. It's like, okay, now you at this level where I'm ready for you to start working on how you consume energy, or how, like, to paying attention to your thoughts. Okay, that's where it is right now. Like, they want you to really just pay attention to your thoughts and how you allow your thoughts to play their role. Right? Are they visitors? Are they the boss? Are they the person, the thing in charge at this time? Like, figure out where you stand, and then where your thoughts, like, what they just say, figure out where you stop and your thoughts begin, or figure out where you, like, it's like you have a starting point, but then at some point, like, where do your thoughts start? Like, where do your thoughts come in? I heard it the first time and it made sense when they said it, but when me wanting to say it out of my mouth, it don't sound right. It says, I am proud of all that I have achieved. Okay? It says, what you get by achieving your goals is not as important as what you become by achieving your goals. So even with that being said, what you get by achieving your goals is not as important as what you become by achieving your goals. So maybe you could be associating, like, what you're getting with what you're doing, right? Listen, let me explain something to you. Going back to this new beginning, there's always a new beginning, okay? In your mind, you're probably wanting yourself to think, like, when I have this, or when this shows up like this, that's when my new beginning will start. Appreciate your new beginning when your new beginning shows up, how it shows up on the forefront, like the new beginning, right? The thoughts, you even having the thought to want something new is a new beginning, because you probably wasn't thinking like that before. You probably was just operating on some day-to-day stuff, So now where you at this place where you are, like, willing to put in some effort, and now you're willing to grow, and now you're willing to educate yourself, or now you're willing to be receptive and open to new information, or whatever it is that you're doing. That's still a new beginning. So when you appreciate the new beginnings that you are already experiencing, like, recognize them for one, and then appreciate these new beginnings, then you're going to start opening up the door for the rest of the newness to start appearing, if that makes sense. So listen, I definitely hope that this has brought you some type of clarity, confirmation, assisted you in some type of way, shape, or form. If you have not subscribed to the channel, it really helps, okay? And this is a little growing channel. We just growing. But it really does help, so I do and would appreciate it. Thank you in advance for subscribing. Mondays, y'all, messages is dropped. Fridays, elemental messages are dropped. I wouldn't want you to miss out on the gems, the tips, the resources, and things that are given on this channel, so you know what to do, okay? Y'all have the most amazing day, and I will see y'all next time. Peace.